We've got our selections to give overall today. This is the part, get your notepad out if you like to. It's where all of the panel, all of the boys give their best 4 tips. I might even come over to Carrie at the end, see if one's caught her eye in the racing post. But Jimmy, 4 selections today.
4 selections. This is when everyone goes to get their pen and notepad while I'm giving mine, so they don't really need to take them down. I've only gone for 3 today. I've gone for Newton Abbott 245, the big handicap hurdle today. Joined the clan. He's been a bit in and out of late, but it's got the blinds on first time today, which I think will be a big help. And I think it's significant that they've kept them for today, rather than just use them on a normal kind of run-of-the-mill race during the week. It's a good pot, and I think it'll make a difference. I also like Clonbrulé at Sandown in the 350. As we explained earlier, it got top weight. Gone up £8 for an impressive win at Newmarket last time. Got Mikey Ennis on today claiming 7, so in theory he's only £1 higher. I know it doesn't always work that way, but I think he's still got a great chance. And I also like Whiplash Willie. As I said earlier, he may not run depending on the ground. Andrew Bowling has stated he wants good ground. He's got a lot of weight to give away, but I think he's probably a better horse than these. And by the looks of the way Andrew Bowling is training him, he's not going to waste his runs if the ground's not right and conditions aren't right. So for that reason, I think he's probably a good bet.
Bit more confident of your profit-loss result after giving only 3 selections this week?
No, I'm never confident. I'm hopeful. Do you know what I mean? But all you have to do is look at my record, and you'll know. Any of the I can say, like I've obviously said, I like Buck Mulligan and Newton Abbott and a couple others. I probably won't. I haven't put them in my selections, but they're the ones that probably win.
Okay, well at least we give you the biggest slot to talk about your selections out of the other 3 of us guys anyway. Luke, it's far away with your selections.
Yeah, mine should be fairly short because I already spoke about 2. I think it's the first time on Bet Racing Nation I've actually only put 3 selections up. It's not a big betting day for me, but the first one, I think it's the best bet of the day. B52, as I mentioned a bit earlier on, ran a massive race at York last week when beaten by Blaine and moved in time. Led on the far side, 3 lengths clear the whole way, and was the only one that was up with the early pace to remain there at the end. I think you can upgrade that form a little bit. And drawn 2 today. Dungannon's on the inside. He won't go forward. So if he breaks well, he'll get the rail, and he should lead them all the way around Chester. Then Noble Silk, I mentioned a bit earlier on. I'm taking Jimmy on with this one. Tom mentioned that the ground was a bit of a worry earlier on. Softer ground, I don't think is any worry for him at all, because at Haydock, officially it was good. But when watching the race, it is absolutely bottomless when he won there, and he absolutely bolted up as well. So I don't think ground's a worry for him either way. Distance, that is the little bit of a worry. I think Paul Moreno needs to make a lot of him, and Waterhole is the final one in the 3:15 at Sandown. She has to improve a lot to beat Fintry, but she is going the right way. She showed a really nice attitude last time out, and if she's allowed to make all, then she could go very, very well in the Atalanta.
Best one of the 4?
B52.
You're right, because the other 2 won't win. Billy.
Okay, so first off, we've got going into Sandown for 205. We've got Tagula Knight, who is really good Sandown record, Sandown specialist. Goes well for Ryan Moore. Got a very good draw, and actually, despite winning, I think 4 races at Sandown, he's actually quite well handicapped. So I do think Tagula Knight is a fair bet in the 205. 220 Chester going to take on Luke here. I do take the point that B52 showed an awful lot of speed last time, and you might make me look a fool, but I'm hoping they can pick him up, and I think maybe Top Boy can pick him up. I was actually quite surprised how many runs this horse had when I looked at him last night, but he's never been better for Derek Shaw. He won nicely at York earlier in the season, and he could just pick up B52, one hopes. The next one was a 255 Chester and Russian Realm, who has been disappointing. It's been well documented with Sir Michael Stout. Cheveley Park colours, hasn't really shown his true worth, but he does work well at home. The bit of ease in the ground will suit him. He's got to be on a nice mark if he fancies it, and he's got to be a bet.
And Tom Sawyer down there, next O'Brien.
Tom Sawyer, yeah, absolutely, very quickly. He's a genuine 5 furlong horse, does want the soft ground, comes to hand this time of year, always comes to hand this time of year, on a really good draw at Beverley, which is important, and just to me looked like a horse ready to run a big race.
Okay, well, hallelujah. Billy Blakeman's back on the panel. He's given you 4 selections. Hashtag Billy's Big Ones if you want to chase those up through the tape. Your hashtag Tommy Tips very quickly, 3:15 At Sandown, it's the French raider Fintry. Andre Favre doesn't come over for a holiday. Fintry's banged on today. 5 o'clock at Sandown, Tercel, gelding by Monsun. First time that he'll get the soft ground, and the Monsun geldings or colts, whatever way you like it, they love to get their toe in the ground. First opportunity for Tercel to do so. 2:35 at Wexford in Jimmy Derham's back garden. I've got Comtesse. Dermot Weld's in a fine string of form at the moment. To be honest with you, 2 months off the track to strengthen up. Comtesse will easily take that 2:35 contest. 6:45 at Bath. Tentative but loyal to the horse. Proper Charlie. Hopefully ground hasn't softened up at all and is anything dried up. But Lee Carter's a trainer to follow. And with a dash here off taking advantage, Lee Carter has taken advantage of the turf mark 45 as this horse done all of its winnings on the all-weather. Proper Charlie back on the turf at Bath in the 6:45.